came to my head is the things that people from the U.S. can learn from Kenyans.
Now
Yes.
you go.
I'm like,
Yes.
right. I'm like, so if I can
Yeah,
segue to a different question.
Yeah, it's a vice versa now.
Yes.
Absolutely.
No, I feel like people from the U.S. can learn from Kenyans to not be afraid of keeping tradition. That there's a beautiful thing about keeping tradition and keeping close to your family values. That there's nothing wrong with with sticking close to that, even when you go after whatever ventures you're going after. But also being more connected to nature. I feel like people in the U.S. are very disconnected
Hello.
from nature. Hello.
How are you?
I am doing great. It's a beautiful day.
What's your beautiful name?
My beautiful name is Crystal.
Crystal. Where are you from?
Well, I grew up in California in the U.S., but I'm from Africa. I'm African.
Nice to meet you and welcome to Kenya.
Asante.
Wow, you know Swahili, Karibu Kenya. Hello.
My name is Hasim Bivens, and ninatoka New York. I'm from New York.
Karibu Kenya.
Asante sana.
Kwa ajili juu mnajua Kiswahili kidogo, mulikuja Afrika lini? When did you come to Africa?
Well, we just got here 1 month ago.
1 month
Uh-huh.
ago.
Mhm.
Okay. Which country? To be specific.
From the United States. We came to Kenya first.
Nice. So what has been your experience in Kenya?
We've been loving it. I feel like I feel very welcome here. It's such a beautiful country. Like there's so many, like you get the best of every world. I feel like you get the beautiful coast of Kenya, you get the city life, you get the countryside where you can grow so much food here, and like having the access to like animals that aren't in cages has been really great.
Absolutely agree. I think Kenya is a beautiful place to come and even raise a family. We feel very safe here. We look forward to coming back here and patronizing this beautiful country a lot more. And yeah, we're artists. We're looking to connect with the art scene here, and there's space for that as well. Yeah.
Great. Let me ask this question. What comes in your mind when you hear the word Africa?
The motherland.
Niumbani, home.
Kenya ni home. Great. Share with us the food you have tried so far and you have loved.
We really love Swahili food and even some Kikuyu food, but chapati, wali na mboga, viazi karai, the creamed spinach, so many. You go.
Skuma, chapati, ugali. Yeah, it goes there. We don't eat meat. Sikuli nyama. We're vegan. So even vegans can come here and still have traditional Swahili food and not feel like, oh, everything is all nyama. You know what I mean? It's not all meat here. It's beautiful veggies. It's all the above. Fruits. Matunda. It's all the above. Good here.
It's beautiful. I would love to know, did you have any culture shock when you came to Nairobi? Since you are from US.
I will say I did not expect it to be so similar to the U.S. I feel like Nairobi gives New York vibes with like the city life and the subcultures, and like having a community and a space for different types of people, like a melting pot. There's so many different cultures here. So I did not expect it to be so similar. I wanted a culture shock, if I'm being honest. I did. I want something different. I lived in the U.S. my whole life, so I was looking for something different, and I didn't expect the city to be similar. Yeah. And
It's a beautiful culture shock because, like my wife said, we were looking for that, but the similarities make it feel more like Niumbani. It makes it feel more comfortable. Like the hustle and bustle out here, the I gotta get it culture, the I gotta make it happen culture out here, you feel the hunger, you feed off of it. That magnetic pull I was saying earlier, Nairobi has a magnetic pull that pulls you in and makes you want to go get it.
Yeah.
As opposed to like a Diani where you want to relax and chill and kind of take it easy, pole pole more. Out here, you might see some pole pole, but haraka as well, You know what I'm saying? And it's with respect to the people out here, the young people that want to just keep creating, keep giving. You got not just Swahili out here, you got the young people talking Shang and creating these new things, these new sounds, you know what I'm saying? So there's that in New York as well with respects to that culture, and then there's that here too. So it's so different and so similar at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are some of the similarities you have seen on your side between Kenya and maybe the States?
and the States, I would say mostly in the city life. So where where there's more of a congested feeling of people, like the people are close to each other, and similar to what he was saying, like the hustle, like people in Nairobi, like they're trying to get whatever they're going after. Yeah. And you feel that energy here. Yeah, you feel like there are people here that are trying to work, not just relax. So I would say those are the similarities, because a lot of people in the US, they're very involved in like different businesses and different assets of that. So those are the similarities. Mhm.
Are you planning to settle down here, or what are your plans? Maybe you can share with us.
We're definitely open to looking at real estate here, looking at property. We're looking to have our first child in the next year or two. So we're looking at these places not just on holiday. We both work mtandaoni online. So this is not just holiday for us.
You're still working.
We're still working here. We are digital nomads technically right now.
Oh.
So we're looking for a place that feels like home, so we can look to buy property, start our family, and raise our family in somewhere in the beautiful place of Africa, and most likely an East African country.
And that should be Kenya.
Well, we're loving Kenya so far, so we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's learn something about the states. What is one thing that people from Kenya can learn from people from the states? Sorry. Maybe you can share with us.
I think the one thing that Kenyan people can learn from people in the States, and I'll specifically talk about black people,
Yes. Yeah.
we're not that different. When you see a black person here, there's an assumption that we come from money, and we don't. Any black person you see here is a walking miracle, because unlike the beautiful people in Kenya, our history was taken from us, and we had to fight to not just get monetary value, but also break the chains mentally to want to come back home. So if they're here, they don't look at us as locals, understandable, but that person here is trying to patronize and get back some connection. So if there's one thing I think the people from Kenya, the wonderful people from Kenya, can learn from us about black Americans, that when we come here, not everybody is coming from money. We are all pulling ourselves up from our bootstraps. We just want to, at least me and my wife, we know the frequency we carry. We want to take that US dollar and bring it back home.
Wow. What about you, my dear?
I agree. What came to my head is the things that people from the U.S. can learn from Kenyans.
Now you go.
I'm like,
Yes.
right. I'm like, so if I can
Yeah.
segue to a different question.
Yeah, it's a vice versa now.
Yes.
Absolutely.
No, I feel like people from the U.S. can learn from Kenyans to not be afraid of keeping tradition. That there's a beautiful thing about keeping tradition and keeping close to your family values. That there's nothing wrong with with sticking close to that, even when you go after whatever ventures you're going after. But also being more connected to nature. I feel like people in the U.S. are very disconnected from nature, and there's a lot of resources that come with having that access. And so we get overcharged for simple things that just may happen to grow in someone's backyard here. We get overcharged for simple things, and also I feel like we don't have the mindset to use nature for the things that it can give us.
How are Kenyan people treating you guys? Are they nice to you?
Yes, I feel like people have been very kind. Yeah, there is a feeling in Nairobi similar to what I was saying about the hustle that is here, and so there are people that are there are people that are trying to they're trying to get it, and so so if you run across those people, just don't get in their way, basically. But we have been treated with so much kindness. I feel very welcome here. Everyone no one believes that I'm not Kenyan.
You look like Kikuyu.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah. So guys, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and share the video to your friends. I want to learn something from you guys. Do you learn African history or geography in the States? Like Kenyan?
No.
No.
Hapana. No. Unfortunately, no.
Wow.
Yeah, there's black people come from slavery. That's all they want you to know. That's as deep as it goes. Yeah, you have to really fight to understand, and that's one of the reasons I doubled down earlier about like what can Kenyan people learn about black Africans. Like black Americans, we are trying. We are really trying to find some type of sense of self, because I don't look Kikuyu. I don't. I might look to some people Muzungu.
To me, you are not. You don't look Muzungu.
I don't, and I know I'm not. But I have to know that because somebody that looks at me might not, and that's being real. That's just being real. We all have come from colonialism or slavery. We have to break the mental chains in order to know that Dada wangu, Kaka wangu, you're my brother, you're my sister.
Yeah.
You know.
Now that you have learned, you don't.
True. Yeah, I feel like in the United States, the Black people in America, we have really created like a sense of unity not depending on what your skin color is. So it's not just like the darker Black people, but it's also like the lighter skinned people, because that's how we're treated in America. We're all one. You know, it doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have or how many years you went to school, how successful you are in your business. We're all treated like Black people, which is less than what white people are treated.
The way the Western media showcase Africa, it's a bit different the way it is on the ground. Huh? What would you like to tell someone who is back in the States, a Black American person? How is Kenya, how is Tanzania? At least you have visited those two African countries. Is it safe to visit Kenya? Is it generally, how is it?
Yeah, that's a big part of why we're here. We feel like Black Americans they're afraid to visit Africa. And it's so sad because this is our original home, but the media has painted a really negative picture of Africa in the media. And so that is all we see, is what we have access to in the news and on the internet. And so, but you have to come here to see its beauty, to be able to receive, the beauty that's here in Africa.
Absolutely agree. Africa is a spirit. You have to want to come here. You have to want to contribute. You have to want to humble yourself, learn the culture, learn the language, learn multiple languages, eat the food, touch the people, talk to the people. Even if it gets awkward, break that awkward silence with effort, empathy, and compassion, because we are all one, literally. We believe in a borderless Africa, and we're gonna start in East Africa with Swahili. That's where we are gonna start. So, we that is our mission. That is yes.
Okay. Make sure you give the video a big thumbs up and share it to your friends. See you in my next video. Bye bye for now.
Bye. Kwaheri.
Peace and love. Kwaheri.